Today, I'm going to show you exactly how I would build a storytelling channel from scratch in 2026, and I'm going to do it in 3 different ways so you can see which one feels right for you. Welcome to Roke Studio. If you haven't watched my previous video where I break down which niches are getting deleted right now, please go check those out first because they set the stage for this one. This video is basically me showing you the blueprint. I've already written a story and generated the images, and now I'm going to walk you through 3 legitimate ways to turn that into a video that YouTube will actually reward and not delete. Let's get right into it. In method number 1, this is what I call the face and visual together approach. Here is how it works. I'm sitting here on camera. You can see my face and I'm reading the story out loud with my own voice, not some robot's voice. While I'm talking, the story images are displayed right beside me on the screen. So you are seeing me, you are hearing me, and you are also seeing the visuals that bring the story to life. The beauty of this method is that YouTube can immediately see a real human being behind the content. They can see that I'm making an effort. I'm not letting an AI do everything. And remember that people connect with people. So when they see your face and hear your voice, they trust you more. They are more likely to come back. YouTube knows this and they reward channels that build that kind of connection. Just about the vegetables. It was about making sure. In method number 2, I'm not showing my face at all. It's just my voice reading the story while the generated images play on the screen. Useless when it comes to work. Every single morning, his father would wake up. This works too. A lot of people are camera shy, and that's okay. You don't have to show your face to be successful. But here's the key. You have to use your real voice because the moment YouTube detects an AI voice, even if everything else is perfect, your channel becomes a target. Your voice is what makes your content authentic. It's what separates you from 1,000 other people doing the same exact thing. So in this method, you sacrifice the visual of showing yourself, but you keep the authenticity of your voice. The images do the heavy lifting visually, and your voice does the emotional lifting. It works, but it's a bit riskier than method 1 because you don't have that human face to connect with your audience. And he never forgot it. In method number 3, you mix it up. You start with your face on camera. You introduce the story and set the scene with your own words. Then you transition into the images and keep reading. Somewhere in the middle or thereabout, you pop back on camera for a moment to emphasize a part of the story or to add your own commentary. Then you go back to the images, and at the very end, you come back on camera to wrap it all up. You are basically using your face as bookends and occasional check-ins throughout the video. This method gives you the best of both worlds. You get that human connection at the start, middle, and end, which builds trust. But you also get to let the visuals shine through the main story. And here is something I want you to take note. In all 3 of the methods, I'm using my own voice, not a text-to-speech generator. My actual voice is reading the story. That's a non-negotiable part because that's what keeps you safe. That's what makes YouTube see you as a real creator and not a content machine. So, which one should you choose? Honestly, it depends on you. Method 1, face and images together, is the safest. It's the hardest to argue with because you are clearly doing the work. Method 2, voice only. It works, but you are taking a bit more risk because your audience doesn't see your face to connect with. Method 3, mixing it up. You get authenticity, you get visuals, and you build a relationship with your viewers without being on screen the entire time. My advice to you is start with method 3. It's balanced, it's sustainable. You're not going to burn out because you are not on camera the whole time, but you are also not completely hidden. And remember, the common thread in all three methods is real human voice, not AI. That's the line you cannot cross in 2026 if you want your channel to survive. Everything else, the images, the editing, the structure, those things matter, but your voice is the foundation. Now, I know some of you are looking at these images and you are thinking, how do I create images like that for my own story? I'm actually making a whole video on that. I'm going to show you the exact tools and prompts I use to get these exact visuals. Keep an eye out for that video later this week. So that's my blueprint for starting a story channel safely in 2026. If this helped you, please hit that like button. It genuinely helps me know that this content is useful. And subscribe if you haven't done so already, because I'm dropping more practical stuff like this every week. And please share this video with someone who is thinking about starting a story channel. You might just save them from making some costly mistakes. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.